It's back with Ravelli, and then Nice Go getting back with Heaven's Gate in a bunching field, but A Night of Pro led them. And at the 500 mark, only a half a length to a long neck, Something Big. Clever Keza pulled out 3 deep, getting off his heels to make her run. Massamac is tucked away on the fence. Pike starting to push up. Regal Class between horses. Dusty Storm found an inside passage at the top of the straight, followed then by Swiftly and Ravelli at the 250, and A Night of Pro with a kick from Something Big. Dusty Storm. Here comes Ravelli down the outside. Look at her come. She's really winding up down the outside. The High Chaparral filly. A Night of Pro tackled by Ravelli, and Ravelli stormed past to grab the lead. Much too strong, and a smart filly. Good win there. Ravelli beat A Night of Pro. Dusty Storm 2.5 lengths away third. For fourth close, Massamac, Something Big, Nice Go. Regal Class was wide out. Then Clever Keza, who failed to run on. In behind them, second last is Swiftly. Heaven's Gate brought up the tail. Number 9, Ravelli. High Chaparral filly from Europa Point. She's got a pedigree behind her. And she's got plenty of talent, Ravelli. Trained by Danny Morton. She was back there. Good ride by Chris Parnham because the pace had come off. They weren't making great time there, particularly for where she was. We saw the stablemate get caught Pure Gem back in the Sire's Produce yesterday in a race that was unsuitable at the top for it. And worked around them. He found a tow rope to get onto and then brought it to the outside. And once she really hit overdrive, there was no stopping Ravelli. This promising filly having only her third lifetime start, and that's a second victory. She was really good at York. She attacked the line strongly to Regal Class last time out, and she dominated them in the last 100 with A Night of Pro battling after leading, and Dusty Storm enjoyed a good run all the way down near the rail. Fourth placing to Massamac in the photo, just in front of Something Big. 9, 4, 5 and 6 in 130.66, 3/4 by 3 lengths are the margins. Ravelli, raced by Brian Bradley, Peter Walsh and Johnny Cyprian, and a great way for Pete and Danny Walsh to celebrate their first wedding anniversary this afternoon down there at Amelia Park. Good on them too, and a really nice result here. He races Ravelli with long-time mates, Brian Bradley, Johnny Cyprian. They've had a lot of success together, not only racing horses, but also, of course, breeding them as well with some of their quality mares that they've had over the years. Dan Morton, the trainer of Ravelli, and ridden by Chris Parnham. Terrific ride there by Chris on the right horse. Pulled her out, made sure that he got onto the back of them and did the job well. Race 6 is the Valley Irene Lug handicap at 3:45 today. No changes to the next event of the day. We'll head downstairs. Adam McGrath is now with Dan Morton, who sounded quietly confident about this filly's chances earlier today on Inside Running.
Yeah, he certainly did, and he had that confidence before the race as well. Dan, you thought different runs. You would have beaten Regal Class last time. You had your opportunity today, and that was a brilliant performance. Yeah, that was a pretty special win, I think. Like Chris said, set her a bit of a task and had to come, lit her up a fair way from home and had to come very wide, but yeah, pretty dominant in the end. We've seen that she clearly has a great turn of foot. She showed that when winning at York on debut as well, and today making up that solid ground. What type of an opinion do you have of her? Yeah, she's been pretty progressive. We're not getting ahead of ourselves, but if she keeps winning like that, she'll go a fair way. With the breeding as well, suggests that she might get a bit further? You'd like to think so, yeah. Yeah, she's a High Chaparral filly. These the ones that go good tend to get a bit of ground. Chris just seemed to have a pretty good opinion of her then. We'll be speaking to him in a second, but only positive comments coming out of his mouth. Yeah, well, Chris knows her pretty well. He's done plenty of work with her now, so yeah, obviously gave him a nice feel. We spoke to you about Man Booker just before. What about Den D? Carrying a bit more weight today. You go with the claim of Aaron Mitchell. He's riding as well as anybody. Yeah, that's the thing, out of Mare's company into the mixed sex and up a fair way in weight, sorry. So, but yeah, she's done nothing wrong in between runs. Best of luck for your other runners. Cheers, mate. There's Dan Morton. We'll grab Chris Parnham now and discuss this win. And Chris, I just heard you say to Dan there that you set her a bit of a task, but gee, she responded. Yeah, I sort of knew before the race that we had to sort of stoke her up before the corner, and that's just the sort of horse she is. But she let down really well for me, like she did last start, and as I said, I set her a task, but lucky enough she was still too good for these type of horses. But as she goes up in class, I'd suspect she'd need a cosier run than that. She's improving with every run. I mean, the trial when you had her, she took a long time to sort of wind up. We saw that at York as well, but now she is able to corner with them and let down immediately. Yeah, for sure. I think her greatest asset is she just puts in 110%, and
You can just, if you watch her replay, she'll have her ears pinned back and really running through the line. So she's a classy filly on the way up.
You're on infatuated a little bit later, dropping from 60.5 to 54 kilos. The horse is going to appreciate that.
He will. I think he'll run well. I think Man Booker's going to be extremely hard to beat, though. So, yeah, if we can beat him, I reckon we can win.
Best of luck, mate.
Thanks, Adam.
There's Chris Parnham, winning jockey aboard of Ravelli, taking out the first leg of the quaddie here at Ascot.